So I thought I'd look at, let's see, this is on page, what page is it on? Page 13, page 12 of the chapter one. And I think it's the summary worksheet. Yeah, summary worksheet. So to talk about those kinds of random samples. Okay, so as long as the sample has an element of randomness in it, where you're you're assigning everybody a number and you're using some kind of random number generator to select people, that's a random sample. So they see the trouble with this one, which is a systematic sample, because they're picking every fifth driver. There's really no random, there's really no random element. We're not doing that whole number and pick a person. Okay, now it's a good sample. This is not a bad sample, and it can certainly act like a random sample, but it's not one, and it's a great substitute. Now, this one is some kind of B is some kind of stratified sample, right? Because they're breaking them up into strata classes, and then they're taking to randomly selecting 40 people. Now, we're assuming they're using some kind of random number generator to pick the people. So that's why this is why this is a random sample, but it's not a simple random sample, because I couldn't get a sample of 100 seniors. Well, no, what are we doing? 160? I couldn't get 160 seniors as a sample. Within a simple random sample says that all possible samples can happen. So and it's not that a stratified random sample is a bad random sample. It's actually really good, because that way you're picking, assuming that the classes are equal in size, you're picking 40 from each. Um, and this C is a cluster sample, because we're randomly selecting one of the four and interviewing everybody in that class. But it's not a simple random sample, because if you're not in the class that gets picked, there's no way you could be included in the sample. So that's a random sample, but not a random sample, but not a simple random sample. This one, you see how they're using randomly generated phone numbers. The tag, the number is the phone number, and they're randomly picking those numbers, or those cold calling, right? So a simple random sample right there. And of course, this is just a convenience sample. Not much we can do about that. And you're going to see one thing I want to see you walk away from this course with is being able to recognize those convenience samples, because people will do these and then try to make a case for them. And all they are is, uh, all you are is getting information from a group. It could be five people with all the same opinion walking together, right? So that's the difference between a simple random sample and a sample that has randomness in it. Okay. I hope that answers the question. Let me know if not.